These fitness-loving fiancés are feuding, but it's all because Robbie wants Jessica to trade in her dumbbells for diapers. Robbie says when he and Jessica have kids, he wants her to stay home and be a housewife. He thinks he should be the one to provide for their future family. And that's not their only rift. Robbie's also bothered by Jessica's lack of confidence. Jessica thinks Robbie is old-fashioned in his ways. She says her career as a fitness model and trainer is taking off and wants him to get used to the idea of being a stay-at-home dad. Can these fiancés figure it out? Robbie, so why do you want Jessica to stay home when you start a family?
I'm from a very traditional Italian family.
Okay.
And with that said, they set the standard for me very early on understanding what my life needs to be like. Inevitably, I'm to sacrifice my life to support a family, only I got to try and do it better than my parents did it.
So you have very traditional values,
Very much
basically
so,
what
yeah,
you're
very
saying.
much so.
Right. Did you let Jessica know that
Of
when you
course,
first
yeah.
started dating? Jessica, were you aware of that?
When you say first started dating, like the first couple years or week?
Well, when did you share these?
Exactly, Robbie.
Probably within the first year, I'd say, yeah.
So Jessica, how do you feel about, that he wants you to be a stay-at-home mom?
I like the traditional value. There's nothing wrong with that. But my mother is a single mother. I have 6 sisters. I've seen
Wow.
She has raised all of us by herself. So for me, I'm not raised with a traditional mom and dad. One stays home and takes care of. I've seen my mom empowered, and she showed me how to be an independent woman. So I want my career.
Since you both are in the fitness business and you can have a flexible schedule with your business, why does either of you have to give up a career just to have kids?
Exactly.
That's a solid point, Robbie.
Good question, Robbie.
I mean, this is all you, honey. Go ahead.
Inevitably, again, back to my traditional values. I was raised to have a wife that I depend on.
Robbie, is it going to be a deal breaker though?
No, no way. No, absolutely not. And my mind's so open, and that's the biggest argument is, am I the one to make the sacrifice? And if so, because I want the baby, she's gonna allot me one. She's promised me at least one. And I want our son.
I said, listen, you may have 2 children if I get twins.
Mike,
I know. Look, Areva, I was just about to say, Coach Mike, now that we got a fella up here today, how do you feel about this traditional value that he
Well,
set
I mean,
up?
do you guys currently share household duties?
No.
Oh.
Don't you even say yes. That is an absolute no.
So tell us what happens at your house.
Partially.
What do you do?
I won't say that we do 100%. No, I won't say that we do.
We don't.